think LeBron's happy his Lakers ducked the Clippers?
Happy, elated, overjoyed.
For real?
I think LeBron is thrilled. Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. I am a LeBron stan along with the other millions of us in this country.
A lot of y'all.
As soon as the Clippers lost, I had two thoughts. Such for Marcellus, and my second thought was, oh, thank God. It was oh, thank God. Because think about this, bruh. Whether it's Mav Carter, whether it's Savannah, LeBron's wife, Bronny, or Bryce, like the whole family was all like, oh, thank you. Because think about this, bro. The Clippers may not have been a better team than the Nuggets. They may not have. But the Clippers have more potential. I can't sit here and say that the Clippers are better than the Nuggets because the Nuggets beat them in a 7-game. I'm not going to undermine what the Nuggets did, but I'm for sure going to say the Clippers got more potential than the Nuggets have. But also, let's talk layers. And we got time in this block, so y'all kick back, y'all relax, and y'all have some fun with us. Let's talk layers. LeBron's legacy is contingent upon one thing at this point.
Listen.
Titles.
Okay.
The only place statistically, I'm not talking MVPs, but like statistically, LeBron has more points than Jordan. LeBron has 3,000 more rebounds than Jordan. LeBron has more than 4,000 more assists than Jordan. But what does LeBron not have? He ain't got the chips, sir. So it's a matter of if LeBron can get to 6 chips, he will unequivocally be the GOAT. Unequivocally. But he probably not gonna get to 6.
Wow.
So we gotta get close. He got to at least start to scratch the surface. So now when you think about it, okay, you ain't got to go against the Clippers. He for sure should be able to get 4. LeBron has to be overjoyed and elated that he dodged them Clippers. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I'm going to be honest. I'm always honest. For you to always say, let's be honest, that means a lot of times.
You be lying to me every now and then, Mark, big bro.
What did Andre say? If you say real talk, I probably don't trust you.
Don't trust you.
So here's the thing. I'm always honest, man. I was raised this way. LeBron's not happy he didn't have to face the Clippers. And you got to respect that sports is best told in story of dominance and triumph. Think about all of the legends of the games. We're always talking about how dominant they were or what did they have to overcome. So you keep focusing in on titles. You keep focusing in on how many titles. But the road that LeBron must travel is how did he get his titles? Remember, LeBron got his greatest turbo boost off of 1 title. The 2 that he won in Miami were great, and it's checking the boxes to get closer to Jordan. But the one that even LeBron, after the series win, when he sat there down 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors and came back and won, he said, I'm the GOAT. You know why? Because how he traveled to get that. That's what LeBron was focused on. You need to focus on it as well. So here's the thing. When you're going on the quest to be the man, the GOAT, the best there is, you got to understand that I need to go through some hell to get to heaven. And the Clippers, in the minds of most people, were going to give the Lakers hell. Whether the Lakers win, whether the Clippers win, it was going to be hell to pay. You're going to walk out of there scratched up. But now, if LeBron beats the Denver Nuggets and then whoever comes out the East, I just know how the barbershop is. Because I'm not in there. I'm watching y'all get clipped up. I'm watching y'all get shaped up. I know y'all arguing over this. Oh, he didn't even have to play so-and-so. Ask Hakeem Olajuwon about his 2 championships. First thing everyone says, oh, Jordan was retired. It's going to be that same conversation for LeBron.
I agree with you, right?
There you go.
I agree with you in the barbershop, but you got to understand, I be in them barbershops, you can tell. In them barbershops, you also hear some ignorant opinions. So I'm not so much worried about the barbershop talk. I'm worried about the legitimized talk.
Okay.
I'm worried about the real conversations about the analysts that look back. And you're right, Marcellus, you're not going to look necessarily at the micro. You're going to start to look at the macro in about 20 years when we're comparing LeBron and Jordan. And you're going to say, okay, well, LeBron had less MVPs than Jordan. LeBron had less titles than Jordan. But if LeBron can start to catch up and equalize those numbers, then what's the argument? Then the only argument is going to be, well, every time Jordan went to the finals, he won. LeBron went and lost. So then your biggest argument against LeBron is going to be that he went to more finals and lost. Like, that's literally, think about that. Like, the greatest argument against LeBron's legacy is now going to be, well, he went to more finals and he lost than Jordan. So LeBron has to think about this as a huge W dodging the Clippers because the biggest reason is this. There are only about 2 to 3, depending on how you look at it, LeBron stoppers in the NBA.
Let's go.
the LeBron stoppers.
Okay.
One of which, unequivocally, is Kawhi.
He hit the crib.
He hit the crib, Bo.
Yeah, right.
Think about this. LeBron, he shoots 49% from the field, 34% from three, +9 against everybody else, +9 plus or minus. But against Kawhi, 43% from the field. Only shoots 22% from three.
Kawhi.
He's in the negatives in plus or minus against Kawhi.
We know why.
So LeBron is realizing, wait a second, I ain't got to go against no LeBron stoppers. But furthermore, the last decade has been dominated by Steph, KD, Kawhi, LeBron James.
That's the chip.
That's who LeBron has had to go through or go against to get his chips. You telling me he ain't got to see none of them folks? Think about this. You got to go through Jamal Murray or Jokic. Then if you get past, and when you get past them, you got to go through the Heat. You got to go through Bam. You got to go through Jimmy Buckets. Or you got to go through Jason Tatum. The same Jason Tatum that was tweeting at LeBron, hey, remember me? I'm Uncle So-and-so's nephew. Sign my autograph. Like, think about this. LeBron, he has a cakewalk. He went from on August 18th saying this might be the toughest championship for him personally to now on September 16th, September 17th being able to say, oh, this is it?
Yeah.
I ain't got no Clippers?
Big dog, you helping me out in my argument. I don't need no help. I don't need nobody else over here. But I'm telling you, there are two categories, dominance or triumph, when you're talking about LeBron and you're talking about Jordan. Jordan has won and conquered the dominance category. He's 6-0 in the finals with no game sevens. You're not going to out-dominate that in terms of impact. But what can LeBron James do? This all-around conversation, touching every single stat on the stat sheet, but more importantly, the triumph. Think about it. If LeBron James wins a championship this year, it's going to be his third franchise he won a championship with. Okay, another
story. That's
story, all-around triumph, overcoming. Okay, you won one in Cleveland. No one's ever done that. Okay, more triumph. Wow, you went to the Lakers when they were sorry. They were so sorry that even you there didn't even make the playoffs. And now you restored the roar. So if he goes to the Lakers and wins it this year, now you got something.
I got a question for you.
And go at the top.
Let me ask you a question, because we're going to pivot slightly real quick. Think about the Jordan.
I don't want that one then.
Think about the Jordan-LeBron conversation.
All right.
Because I've been in them barbershops, you long more than I have. Back when you were still in them barbershop chairs, I looked at the old Google images, Marcellus, Wiley.
A mess, ugly.
But peep this. How can anybody, if LeBron can catch Jordan in these titles, what's the argument? Like Jordan stands are literally holding on to, but Jordan was 6-0 in the finals.
Yeah.
I just kind of think LeBron has undermined the greatest argument that Jordan fans have if LeBron does in fact get that title, which is why this is so vital.
Yeah, well, look, Tom Brady was going through that years ago when he was going at Joe Montana. And, you know, Tom Brady had some miscues in the Super Bowl, but still was making them. Finally, he beat them in both categories. Not only have I went to more, but I won more. So then that's the Jordan-LeBron argument for you. It's not for me. This is the civil war that happens to every athlete when you're an active player, what that competition lane looks like, versus a retired player, what's my legacy looks like. So as a competitor, you're like, bring them all on. But you can't lie. If it gets a little easier, you're like, oh, that's cool with me. But then your legacy, the retired version of you, starts to tell you, hey, bruh, you needed to look as hellish as possible for people to give you your proper credit. Think about LeBron when he got the most credit. Is when he overcame the most odds. So right now, the odds are a little easier for him, and I don't think it's going to help him when it comes to the resume.
I like this conversation, Marcellus, but you're not done getting your lashes from yesterday, because I got to bring in somebody who has some words for you, Marcellus.
Who that
if I may. Someone that played with LeBron, but he said, you know what? Let me get a little, what'd he say? Let me get some of them ribs, Acho. Let me get some
let me get some action. You dug me yesterday, Marcellus. You dug me yesterday. I'm here, baby. I'm here. And I was waiting for you. I seen you yesterday coming all black. You had your face mask on. I just wanted, man, that puppy looked real sad yesterday. It looked real sad. I see you in and out, Marcellus. How many double doubles it take for you to feel a little better from in and out?
Of all people I do not want to hear from is LeBron stands that echo what you about to say to me right now, TT. Look, We took our L's. You need to unbutton the jean shirt, first of all. Let's just unbutton that and let's talk for real. TT, you know damn well right now they breathing a little easier in Laker land because we not there, even though it's going to hurt LeBron's resume.
Why? What do you mean LeBron get breathe a little easier? What the Clippers they ain't take care of their food. They had a nice filet mignon. It was peppercorn medium. It was sliced up how they wanted it. They was up 3-1, and they didn't want to eat it. You gave it back and sent it to the back.
Hold on, peppercorn medium, boy. You've been around some rich people because you rich. Here's the thing.
I'm saying the Clippers had what they wanted, the Battle of LA, just like how Marcellus wanted with his jersey on. You probably got your last name on the back. They probably made you one. And they just didn't take care of business. They didn't take care of business. Come on now.
Golly.
You ain't getting the pregame talk. You ain't getting the pregame talk. That's what happened.
Hey, look, can we live in hypothetical land? Can we just give me this, TT, because it ain't going to happen in reality. Clippers and Lakers, we ain't going to see it. But if Clippers and Lakers were to happen, you are convinced that the Lakers are just going to cakewalk through this, or was it going to be a hell fight?
The Clippers ducked the Lakers. They ducked the Lakers. Ducked the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he was ready. He was ready. Listen, I had to make some phone calls, make sure, the troops were ready to rumble. They was ready. They was watching the game, and when they saw what Jamal Murray, that Canadian, was doing, they're like, man, they must not want to see us. That's how they feeling right now. That's how the Lakers are talking. So,
okay,
I'm just going off what I hear. I'm just going out to FaceTime.
He going off what he heard.
Since you over here wet snitching, since you talking to the Lakers, Nuggets and Lakers. Let's just get an early prediction how that gonna play out then.
Lakers, worst case scenario, Lakers in 6.
Worst case. What's best case?
What's realistic? 3?
4-0, 4-1.
So you're not giving the Nuggets a chance?
No, not right now. No.
Damn.
Nuggets, they playing really good. They playing hard, but the Lakers, they got a different kind of mission right now.
I gotta
one thing about me when I watch the team I'm gonna play, when you start throwing water bottles in the locker room and celebrating like it's fake Dom Perignon, I already got you there. You just excited to be on the court with me. That's how I take it. For me as a player, when I see that, I say, okay, we got them. They just want to be on the court with me.
Tristan, you played with LeBron. You've been there. You know this mentality, better than most. Was he breathing a sigh of relief when them Clippers lost? Like, be real. Was he kind of like, okay, at least I know the Nuggets about to be easier than the Clippers?
He wanted that.
No, he wanted to smoke. He wanted it. Because you know what? He hear Marcellus and all the stats and the LeBron stopper and all this knick-knack, paddywhack. He wanted all that. Yeah, he wanted all that. He wanted to go out there and prove something. One thing about that man, he see everything, he hear everything. He want to prove everybody wrong all the time.
Well, all right, TT, you had your fun coming on the show, clowning me, calling me what do you call me, a wet dog? Little puppy dog?
Yeah, puppy dog with your in and out. Got yourself a milkshake, too.
My dog, my suit is starting to show. I did have 2 double-doubles. All right, man.